I've applied a very thin layer all along the inside of the zip seams, and I've overlapped a bit on the teeth to see if that hopefully solves the zip leaking issue I'm having on my dry suit. And what I've also started doing is just going all over the existing seams. The suit itself is quite old, and there are some places where the old seams, like here, started pulling loose. So I've decided I'm just gonna go through the whole suit and just cover all the existing seams with the mixture, and yeah, see if that works. So just on the items itself, so the Trilaminate is not a readily available industrial solvent, so I had to order that specifically from a local supplier. I got it from Altec Paints in Kempton Park. Took me about 2 days to get the item, and then the Sikaflex 291i itself I also had to order in, because it's not an item that appears to be stocked in Gauteng, and that took about a week. But yeah, I've got lots of that stuff now on hand, and I can use it freely as needed. Alright, well, this is the next day after resealing all the seams. It actually looks a lot sleeker now. Everything is black. Previously the seams were white. So I did the back and the front. You can see all the seams are now nicely resealed. But the big test is going to be if the repairs I made to the zip, well, repairs. So what I saw is that there were some areas where the rubber started coming off along the inside of the zip. So I applied a slightly thicker coat to those areas. And what I need to do next is zip the suit up, or flip it inside out, zip it up, and then inflate it to see if the resealing holds. The suit is now flipped back inside out. You can see it's still in good nick. So I've zipped it up and lubricated the zip, and the next check is going to be inflation to see if it's still leaking along the zip. I don't expect any more leaks anywhere along the seams, so the big test. Okay, so it looks like my patchwork did its job. There's a possible tiny stream here, but I can barely see anything. So from the looks of it, I'm not seeing any leakage. So it would appear that the little bit of patchwork I did with the Sikaflex did its job. So I am happy. So the suit seals seem to be holding quite well. I'm not seeing anything that might be considered a leakage anyway. So yeah, it looks like the patchwork worked.